time set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And then open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
46-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw again. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught inside the 5. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. He'll go down back at the 12.
Quarterback sack.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. So we've reached and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll get him. Inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Dallas.
From 3 yards out, and the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
The kick is
and he knocks it through. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
taken down and sacked.
So the opening drive of this 3rd quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the second half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he'll find his man on the end route, complete.
The pass.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One of the selling points at the end route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
The kick is good.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Now here's Johnson. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Well, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
13 more yards. That's another.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And this is caught at the end. Touchdown, New Orleans. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
34-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The running back again.
It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Another carry for the running
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Marlon Mack, the ball carrier.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
What's the deal, y'all?
So that'll back him up 5.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, listen, now, no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, it's down the numbers. There he goes.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
He'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down.
Fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
That ties the game at 17.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two. Play the best defense you can and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
At their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Number 10, incomplete. It's third down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
The quarterback.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Cowboy first down.
They're going to look to throw. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. It's caught at the 10. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans' 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. And again this time to the tailback. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be marked down very close to the 1st down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
And goal at the 1-yard line.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Score Cowboys.
A little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Cowboys, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they drop back to